Hey, this is Ace Guillen, and you're watching Cover Stories. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like. See you around. Let's welcome our first guest, comedian and actor Eddie Jarvis. Ooh, here's another funny man. Put your hands together for Paul Ogata. Ooh, we got nothing but comedians today. Laniea Dominguez. And unfortunately, my co-host is sober this week, so put your hands together for Melissa Greenberg. Musician Usher proves that there is no limit to his bad habits, at least according to his confessions. But to the stripper who felt like she didn't get love in the club, is now getting caught up after spreading an online rumor that the superstar tipped with fake money, after it was proven that she lied. And Usher responded with, "Fake girls get fake money, so don't waste my time." Yeah! Okay, so I'm going to go right around here at the table. So here's the genius of my work. That was all of Usher's hit songs that I used to make those sentences. And no one's going to get the But we're going to start with Paul. You just got back from Vegas a while back. So were you passing around them Usher bills too?
I made my own money, dude. I'm not going to use Usher's money. I paid strippers in my own fake money. Also, he's a rapper, and that's the best he could do. Fake women get fake money. That don't even rhyme. All right, maybe come up with something better. Maybe like fake racks get fake stacks, or plastic tits get counterfeits. You know, make it rhyme, Usher.
Those are good. It's a whole song.
It's so bad anyway. I think DeVry takes those Usher coupons as college tuition. So the strippers are all set. They're good.
They are. Melissa, I know you've had a few Monopoly money stuff down your top, but that was because you were picking up your kids while they were playing. So what's your say on this fake money? Since you always seem to have a complaint about fake money lately.
Oh, this is because I didn't buy any Bitcoin stock.
Yeah.
Because y'all, it's a conspiracy. You know, like the microchips in the vaccine. Yeah. Anyway, now listen. It's really, first of all, that he has his own money. Really? That's so obnoxious. I mean, I get it. Look, if you have to apologize or explain anything that happened in a strip club, like that's half your problem. You're stupid. Don't be in strip clubs. That's all. You know, like he's Usher. He doesn't have to go to strip clubs. Like, why? He could just be like, "I need a woman," and before he even finishes that sentence, there'll be somebody over there, woo, for free.
I'm not. I think he was there for a promo though, so he really he didn't need to be there. He was just there.
A promo.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same thing. Like we go have a promo for this show, like at Club 215. Yeah. Just that's
a fantasy.
At a Riverside strip club.
Riverside strippers.
Oh no! What's the one in San Bernardino? The Flesh. Down. What was it? The Flesh in San Bernardino.
Oh my God! It's like a retirement home.
They get the girl who's cleaning the restrooms to come out and strip for 5 minutes and send her back in.
You're like, I like your tattoo. She's like, that's my bruise. Sorry.
If it was Kanye, you know he'd be trying to get his own money, like he'd be legit.
If it was Kanye, he'd be selling like shirts and shit for like it wouldn't. Yeah, I think he'd be doing merch.
And that's not the only thing he was trying to change. Not just the money, our standard of currency. He's trying to change our standard of measurement too. So he got special rulers that show what 6 inches really is.
Is that how
those are Ush inches.
I really could care less about the money or about how he paid her or what I want to know what about her was fake. Did she have a peanut? Because he said he was fake, so that's why he gave her fake money. So I want to know what about her was fake.
No, okay. So
Probably her stage name for one. I think that let's start with that.
So, no, the fake money thing was my line, but she did fake the story. So she posted she took a screenshot of it. Okay, so the whole backstory is that somebody, not Usher, somebody said something about how much dancing would you do if Usher did this, and then they started throwing the fake money at the strippers. Well, you can see by the image that Melissa's holding up. At a glance, you know, in a dark club, you might think, oh, $100 bills, damn. And so you're diving for it. So I guess this stripper felt stupid and she posted up a picture of it and just like, look at the fake money. And it turned out that it was just a promo and that he really was spending a lot of money there. It's just that she was trying to make it look bad.
Eddie.
Yeah. So, Eddie, I know you're foaming at the mouth about this, so I'd like to.
First of all, to show you how much 50 knows about hip hop, watch this, what I know about. The first I ever heard of Usher, I'm so into the black culture, and I'm whitey white man, that the first time I heard of Usher was from my dear friend Kanye West on his sophomore album when he goes, my best friend said she had a baby by Usher. You know, I love that. Like, and then on the same album, Kanye West goes like this: caught something on the Usher tour, had to let it burn. Tussy, I got 2 terms. So I know all about hip hop. I am an expert, as you can see. No, but Usher, first of all, he is. Melissa asked why rappers go to strip clubs. That's part of their culture. You know what I mean? It really is. It's not like Ace said, like you said. Of course, they could get a bunch of hoes up in their hotel room, but like Ace said, they're paid to do that. It's actually like it's expected. Howard Stern created a culture in the 90s, like going to strip clubs was cool, and the hip hop culture is completely all about that. I mean, it's in songs. A lot of people don't know that's what the songs are about. Ray Shrimmer, I'm so into the hip hop. I love Ray Shrimmer. He has a song called Black Beatles, right?
Right.
The song Black Beatles, watch. It goes like this. He's all, I got money machine, so much money. I'm here. I'm buying school clothes. In other words, he's at a strip club. These are single moms. So you know what I mean? The whole culture is that. So don't come at me like these.
No, you know what? I know the song, and that's actually a great
song. The song is so good.
It's because it's an inconspicuous line.
He goes, I upgrade your. It's Gucci Mane's the one who says, I upgrade your baby mama to a condo. He pays so much money that he's buying her a condo. Just, like these are ballers. And Ace is right that he spent money there. Those were funny money. And by the way, when you go to a strip club, so I've heard, I've been to one bachelor party and a couple promos, but they give you funny money at the old Scores, which is fake money. It's for the strippers. They get redeemed. So that greedy, she knew. She was just being a troll with that.
So
like, look at this fake money. They all got tipped. The bartender got tipped. I heard the whole story.
I'm not familiar with the
Ray
money.
Shrimmer's great.
I'm not familiar with the money that they redeem, the fake money. How does that work at one of those?
Yeah, I didn't know it was like Dave and Buster's.
Oh,
or
yeah,
exactly.
By the way,
like
to clarify, that's not what Usher money was about. Usher's was just fake money for fun, like in one of his people.
That's the one he rolls in. He's like, it's all about the couponjamins, and he just throws them out like that.
It's like, can you imagine the stripper?
Usher. Can
you imagine a stripper just getting paid with googly eye glasses, and like any kind of little snap poppers and everything? Yeah, she's got a slinky. It's like, oh man, this guy tipped me from the 200 ticket shelf.
I like Eddie's arrangements.
How dare you?
What happened?
Eddie's arrangements.
Oh,
I like Eddie's arrangements of these classical hip hop canons.
No,
the arrangements. I'm teaching you what the culture is.
I'm getting a kick out of the fact. I'm getting a kick out of the fact that he keeps punching the culture thing.
It's not the culture. It's just that it's urban music. It's from the inner city, and that's where the strip clubs are. It's not like country music takes place in the rural areas. They're not singing about country strip bars. They're like, well, Ethel Dog took off her denim coveralls. It's not like that. Oh my God.
Like as if there's a strip club on every corner in Wakanda or something. Dude, it's not that kind of culture.
No, the rappers are rich guys. They're from the hood. There's not a strip club. It's not like a liquor store. That's wrong. Time out. No.
Spearmint Vinyl forever.
They go to Atlanta, in Jersey. They go to the strip club once they're balling.
No, I
once
get
they can make it rain.
No, I get it.
Part of the culture.
Part of the culture.
Laniea, write this down. We gotta write this down.
I get it. I get it, but the best part is...
Tanya, I'm going crazy. The Illuminati.
Has this episode been canceled yet?
I know, right?
What's happening?
Push my square.
Yeah, I'm getting flagged right now from YouTube. We haven't even posted it yet.
Illuminati. Look into it. Look into it right here.
Oh,
Show
God.
me this pin.
So what if you're a white rapper?
Yeah, like Eminem.
They don't go. They don't. What do white rappers do, Eddie?
Yeah, what's a white rapper's
girl.
culture?
Don't you listen to lyrics? White rappers kill their women.
So they don't
like
go.
Axl Rose.
They're in the trunk.
Axl's not
In the cold
He's a rapper
November.
too. Oh, Axl Rose is a rapper. Get it right.
Oh, okay. Here's my favorite rapper of all time. That's a white guy is Johnny Cash.
Drake.
Johnny Cash is the epitome of white rapper, and I will give you examples.
In Bob Dylan.
His last name is Cash. Like that's pretty pimping right there. B, all his lyrics were about doing gangster. Like everything was everything. Oh, early one morning while making the rounds, I took a shot of cocaine and I shot my. Yeah, exactly. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Yeah, like all of his lyrics are just gangster, and then you go like,
I think Dr. Seuss is the original white rapper. He even took the doctor. He's not a real doctor. They just made him a fake doctor, dude. Come on, man.
Real words, but he made books out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I use words that don't mean nothing, like dupe and real.
I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty much Dr.
True.
Seuss.
The Sun Record guys and Jerry Lee Lewis, the first rock and roll guy that would say his name. My name is Jerry Lee Lewis. Who else said that? Like you don't say your name unless you're a rapper. In a song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's
Think
who
about
was that?
You know, my name is Jerry Lee.
Yeah.
I hope my cousin.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. She was my wife.
Yeah, that was a weird.
At the beginning of For Elise when Beethoven goes, "Non Beethoven." You don't remember that?
Did he sign it? Did they have signs?
Yeah,
That's where that started. Da, 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 da. Signing
This show has closed captions, Paul. You're in trouble. Oh, I remember that classic lyric, grab your if you love hip hop. Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Yeah.
Grab your if you love hip hop.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I love that.
Oh, wow. And now, Express News from around the globe. Espresso News with Melissa Greenberg.
You ever stay in a job so long, you just figure you'll die there? This Japanese woman, age 90, was named the world's oldest office manager. She's worked for the same company since 1956. She earned a Guinness World Record as the world's oldest office manager. Yasuko Tamaki, who will celebrate her 91st birthday May 15th, still works 5 days a week at Sunco Industries for 7.5 hours a day. She says, all I did was doing what I'm expected to do for 90 years, so now I don't know what to say. I'm truly touched. And she has no plans of retiring. This is her.
She was 90, what? 91?
90. She's going to be 91 in May, and she is the world's oldest office manager. Any of you have office jobs, or what's the longest you were in a, regular job?
Mine
was 17 years, but a long time. I mean, 16, almost 17 years. I was in sales. I mean, that's different. I got to be out meeting clients, and I wasn't in the office all the time. No, I wouldn't want to be in the same place with the same people. But I've noticed that a lot of people in California, I'm from Idaho, but a lot of people in California have been at their jobs for a long time. And I don't know, maybe it's because if you get one, you want to hold on to it, or I don't know, or they get complacent. But here I am talking, and I was there almost 17 years. So
I did office work, and I can tell you right now, that lady, at being like in the same place at the same time, she has had sex with virtually every dude that works in that office building. I'm telling you right now. I guarantee it. And yes. Up until last week too. I'm not even exaggerating.
It's part of the hazing ritual when you join that company. Sign these papers and go see Gladys in HR.
I love that at the Christmas party, she probably still sits on the copier every holiday season, just cranking out copies.
There's probably somebody under her just waiting for her to retire to take her position. God. And probably died waiting.
Yeah. Died waiting. You're right. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Somebody
whoever that poor person is the Prince Charles of Japanese office work.
He's like, I was that close to being king. Yeah. I just can't wait to be king. Yeah. I bet he sang that song all the time. I love that you brought him up, dude. Yeah. There's a guy that just missed the mark, dude. Like,
I heard he's going to be king no matter what, though. It doesn't matter what the Brits say. That once that old Queen Mother dies, it is Charles. It doesn't matter what those pasty, toothless people think in England.
Pasty tooth? What is that? What's a pasty tooth?
I think it's a toothless.
Toothless.
Yes, oh, toothless. It would cut off on my end. I'm sorry.
I self-edited. British. I didn't want to get canceled by the BBC. I'm down with the BBC. Yo. Hey, yo, I'm down with the BBC, yo.
Yes. I had an office job that was so bad. Oh, man. I had an office job that was so bad. We had to, I worked from 9 to 6, and by 3 o'clock, I would take my lunch as late as possible so I could go drink a couple beers just to get through the rest of the shift.
That's the office job. 2 martini lunch.
I used to work for a temp agency, and I always put in that I wanted to be the mail clerk for every job, every office building. So it was kind of cool because you essentially, it was the way you had to look at it back then. I don't even think those jobs exist anymore, but back then it was like you always had your own office because it was the mail room. And that was the best part because I used to have a little radio. I had to set my whole setup, and it was like my own office. And those were the best jobs. And it was like
now it's the gender room, Ace.
the person room.
No U.S. mail.
Great. Now that one's going to be omitted. Even the MAIL one, because it sounds too close to the other.
The mail room. You could tell because of the little balls. Remember Three Amigos? Nobody, nothing. The biplane. It was a mail plane. Okay. Jesus. Where is it? I got to do this.
Brother, this guy stinks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anybody else with office stories here? Nothing. Okay. What's your next one, Melissa?
Groom goes to wrong wedding venue, nearly marries a stranger in Indonesia. There's just so much here.
How big was the veil? Oh my goodness. Just a burlap sack over her head. We got you a woman to marry you, Eddie.
She was a hostage.
he almost married her. So he probably, once he realized his mistake, he was like, okay, never mind. What I had was better. So yeah.
At what point did he realize it?
Well, when he got there and saw that the groom, his identity has not been disclosed. He used Google Maps to get to his wedding venue in Magelang, a city in central Java, and he wound up at the wrong address. So, and of course, he couldn't stop and ask anyone for directions because that's just a man. But
do you think he'd be more alert living in a city named after coffee? You think that
right? Right. Well, apparently the bride, his fiance, that family was late too. So I guess they have offerings that they exchange. He shook hands with the family that was there. Everybody found seats. So like the bride was late too, so he didn't quite get to see her yet, and he was busy, mingling with this. I don't know how you not recognize anybody in her family.
And then when he raised the veil, he just went. Yeah, like the whole family was late. I mean, seriously, what's the problem here?
Yeah.
You know what? He didn't want to marry this girl. That's what was going on, dude.
I wonder if he
This
would-
is like that episode of Gilligan's Island when the natives came and you get that fat girl and she's like, I want Gilligan. And he was like, no.
Yeah.
Like they were like, Gilligan, you gotta marry this fat get us off the side. Sorry, this lovely native lady. You could edit that out, Dave.
Yeah.
Edit the whole show.
to get her off this island, and then he has to fight the big native guy. He didn't even want her. Remember that? He's like, Unga. Remember Marianne and Gingy are putting on the makeup? That's what this reminds me of. What kind of wedding story is this?
Well, I didn't make
And
it.
he had to use the phrase "Pulu si bagumba." Is that the one?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, remember? He goes, "What'd I say?" Remember? Like Gilligan didn't know. He's like Bugs Bunny. What'd I say? What'd I say?
I just like how both parties were late. So, but they're saying the groom is saying he and his family used Google Maps. Like, there's no comment from Google.
You should always use
Why would there be?
Come on.
Why would there be? It's not their fault.
The police traps, everything.
Like, right. It's not their fault.
He was
Usually
using
Apple Maps
MapQuest.
will take you to the wrong wedding. That's on my iPhone. Horrible.
Never trust Apple. Take you to Russia.
Yeah, Apple. People were going to the wrong address. I had an apartment, and I would give them my address, and they'd go show up to like an empty field, like down the street from my
They
apartment.
want to get you set up to get killed.
No.
I'm convinced.
Ace lives at Coachella?
Yeah.
During the winter,
Yeah, I'm just a roadie under a bench.
I mow the lawn all year.
This guy, if the whole family was late, they didn't like that bride and her family to begin with.
Yeah,
Dude.
not the whole family, but like her parents or whatever. So he and his family go in, everybody's shaking hands and finding seats and, oh, how are you? Oh, I'm with the bride. Oh, I'm with the groom. So, like if you wouldn't know, like your girlfriend's like extended relatives, just people just smiling, being nice and taking a seat. I just think it's
Nobody
funny.
does rehersals anymore.
Yeah, I was just about to say
rehearsal dinner?
there was
Right.
There was
Do
no
you normally hook
get-togethers.
up with the chick that you're walking down the aisle with? Hey,
I don't know
baby,
how he didn't know, like the sign on the building. I mean, maybe it's written
Well,
in
I
Indonesian.
mean, I
don't
can
know what
understand. I could understand. Okay, here's the deal. I can understand him going to the wrong place and not noticing as he walked in because you got the wedding jitters, whatever. But what I don't get, is when you start walking around the room and almost marry the wrong person. That's where it becomes a problem. Like you know what? Like there's a twist to that story too. Because what if he did see the other bride and he was like, "This chick is smoking, dude," and he's just like, "I better not." So he pulled out at the last minute, and that's how he almost.
He pulled out at the last minute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And where
Pulled
was
out at the last minute,
the real
like
groom?
Ron Jeremy in his prime.
Yeah, where was? Yeah, Laniea nailed it. Where was the real groom?
Gosh. He was at his wedding.
He was just letting. It was a cuckle wedding. Dude.
That's such a Three's Company setup for an episode where Jack Tripper goes to the wrong wedding. Whoever is that wedding comes to Jack Tripper's wedding. Dude, hilarity ensues.
Yeah.
Larry, what are you talking about? I'm at the wrong wedding. Damn it.
I'm just trying to find where the other groom is.
Yeah, I guess everybody was late.
Things
Wow.
got worse at the Indonesian wedding when Usher showed up and paid the dowry in coupons.
I'm a nasty.
Oh
woman.
man. So,
I should pay the
Apparently, everybody was late. So
this
Ain't you
wasn't
guys
a
ever been
wedding.
in Indonesia. Traffic is horrible in
It
Indonesia.
was a
It's
barbecue,
horrible.
dude. It wasn't a wedding. This has been Express News from around the globe. Espresso News with Melissa Greenberg. Researchers believe that dogs exhibit jealous behavior when their human companions interact with potential rivals. Some of the signs the dogs exhibited included showing up to the other dog's work, leaving screenshots of conversation on the owner's desktop, and even in some cases cutting the brake line to the owner's vehicle. Now, we're going to go here. Which one of you has dogs? I want to go to the dog owners first. Is there anybody here with dogs? Nobody.
I got dogs, yeah.
Okay, so Paul, you got dogs. Do you notice the jealousy scenario with your dogs?
Well, first of all, look, science can say this about dogs, but people get mad. I'm the bad guy when I say my wife is acting like a bitch. This is an unfair comparison, I think. But yeah, dogs are very territorial. They want their things. So, and you are one of their things. You're part of his pack. You're part of his group, and that's how it works. Dogs are jealous creatures. Dogs are territorial, but it's from a place of love, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, really quick, I wanted to show you guys this too. We did have footage of one owner who
What the
whose
hell is
dog.
that dog?
Oh no, that's a jealous dog. Yeah.
Wow.
So I want to show you a clip of an owner whose dog had a dream that he was petting someone else. Here we go.
How do I relax? Well, like many other Americans, I come home and I pet my dog. You see, petting your dog is one of the most relaxing things you can possibly do. It releases a hormone called oxytocin, which reduces stress. Also, it lowers your heart rate and it lowers your blood pressure. Plus, people who pet their dogs are 5 times more likely to live longer than people who just have cats. Plus, the dogs like it so much, and it's a nice bonding experience. That's right.
All right, so Laniea, I see you laughing your ass off over there. Have you ever? I'm going to throw this in there. I have cats, and I can tell you right now, cats exhibit jealousy, like insanely jealous. They'll notice when you're playing with one more than the other, and they remember. So I don't know if you have any pets or anything like that, but there's you pick up on it as an owner of an animal.
But really, though, I mean, if this is what they're working on. Right now, we have vaccines that could kill you with blood clots, but no scientists think clingy corgis is the problem we need to tackle right now.
Clingy corgis.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
A lot of money probably put into that.
Because you said the dogs would leave FaceTime. The dogs would leave pictures.
I said, well, that was a joke. I mean, it's not real. I said that the dogs would show up to the other dog's work, leave screenshots of conversations on the owner's desktop, and in some cases cut the brake lines to the owner's car. So
Those dogs are really psychos.
I don't think Lassie could do that.
That's funny.
Rin Tin Tin, maybe.
No, but dogs
No,
get jealous.
no girl dog could do it.
If they smell another dog on you, they get upset. They start to sniff you. They start to go all crazy. So yeah, they're family. We're family. They're loyal.
The worst for a guy. By the way, the worst for a guy. Like dogs bother you, but the worst for a guy is a chick.
Oh God!
With a dog.
Where'd it go? Hey,
the FCC is on my case. Zuckerberg, this isn't your formal.
I think AT&T just like dropped them. They did. They're like, what?
But check it out.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Dogs will C-block a man. Like they know. Like if a girl knows it when she invites you to her apartment, and you're like, oh, she doesn't have roommates, but she has a dog and it's sizable at all. First of all, chihuahuas are the devil. That video, first of all, that guy knew that was a joke. That guy, stop it. But chihuahuas are the devil. And I'd rather have a big dog than a chihuahua. At least you know what you're dealing with from what I've dealt with. Because the dog, but they will like cock block you from the gate. You walk in the girl's house, like he'll get in between you and her on the couch, and and he'll be, he's right on her. And like she goes to the kitchen and like he's like right up on you, like just cock. And there's no way you feel comfortable getting naked. So the girl knows, the dog knows. It's like you're gonna leave, like, sleeping in your car because I drank too much.
Okay.
This seems like a very specific hypothetical.
Thank you.
I was gonna say,
No, but
yeah.
dogs talk well. No, it happens a lot.
Right.
It's not just specific. It's every day. No, but dogs are crazy and cats are crazy too. I had a cat that I inherited from a relationship, and I would leave him plenty of food. I'd do a little road gig for like 2 days. A cat could survive for 2 days, but like he'd have plenty of food and water, like big old litter box. He would specifically shit on the side of his litter box when I came home with like plenty of sand. He'd be like, you look at now. And then like you walk in and the tail's going. That's when you know you're.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, no. That's a signal.
Like if you're single, you learn to deal with girls with a cat. It's nice.
Cat,
You're like,
yeah.
okay, baby. You got to ignore it. You got to ignore it before it loves you again.
No, so you're nailing a couple of things. One is the cat crapping outside the box is definitely.
Oh my God.
No, it's on
clean
purpose. They do it on
yeah.
purpose. Yeah. But the tail just being straight and whipping back and forth is a huge. It's a huge.
Right
I want to kill you.
Door. Like it walks in. First, it's meowing when you come in, right?
Yeah.
After a 2-day road trip, to River City. When you live in LA. Hey, I had to do a 2-day road trip to San Bernardino. And like the cat's yelling at you, first of all. Then it turns its back and then this.
Yeah.
And they're very that's insane.
Little
Can I
starfish
ask-
with your coffee.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just curious here. How long ago was this, and whatever became of the cat?
He died of old age. I had a Persian purebred, and he died of old age, 13 years. His name is Cosmo, named after Cosmo Kramer, of course.
Because he would run in all spaz like and stuff.
No, I think I got him the same year that Seinfeld went off the air or something like that. Like I inherited him. Like I lived with my chick, and she did that thing where like I know you liked Cosmo that you named, and she had a Swedish accent. She still does. And she goes, I need you to keep the cat. I moved to Newport Beach now. I can't keep him. So I just inherited him. And he lived in Glendale. He learned Armenian, I think.
It's a diverse cat. All right. Melissa.
He was hairy enough. Hey,
Melissa, you had a bird.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I doubt the bird showed signs of jealousy.
No. But I used to have dogs.
Evil.
I've had dogs. I had a Chihuahua mix, and Chihuahuas were originally bred to be in like big purses.
Mm-hmm.
So like back in the Old West,
They were bred for that? Paris Hilton
Yeah,
didn't
people would
start
take
that?
them. They would put them in the purse. Yeah,
Wait a minute.
and that way, when somebody went to steal your,
Is that real? So they were bred to be put in a purse?
well, I think they were desirable breed for this reason: is
Oh
that
my
you put them
God.
in your
See, I'm a
purse,
sucker.
and someone goes to stick their hand in your purse, and then they bite you. I mean, God, my Chihuahua was awful. I mean, she's adorable, but she bit everybody.
I'm calling bull.
I just don't okay, but I don't understand. I'm with Paul on this one. Like, we paid somebody to do this study. Like, did they even do like the genders? Like, is it different with male dogs or female dogs?
I bet they do. You know,
Well, they
these
did it in
government
the
people, they're going to take every money grab they can. They'll probably pick the different, if a ball's hanging lower, they're going to do a different study.
I'm
Well, they said
gonna throw this out there. I hate to cut you off, Melissa. I'm clearly the only one that read this article. Because
I did read the article.
the researchers gathered data from only what they heard that 4 out of 5 dog owners had said that their dogs exhibited signs of jealousy. So it's literally like, it's almost just like what Eddie just did right now when he heard you say that those dogs were bred to be in purses, and he went, really? So like 1 out of 5 of us right now said it. So now 2 out of 5 of us are running with it. And that's how the number progresses. And that's pretty much, in the end, I would be the researcher who just went, well, 2 out of 4 people agree that those dogs were bred to be in somebody's purse. So, yeah, it wasn't a actual study. They really just, they had a dog owner pet a fake dog off in the distance, and while their real dog watched, and their real dog is like tugging out, trying to get to their owner because they're like, what the hell's going on? And that's how they exhibited signs of jealousy. But
Did Paris Hilton make any money from this study?
Yeah, not yet.
That's how I exhibit
Okay, I'm
signs of
just hoping
jealousy.
not.
It was just
She
a
has
breaking conversation. But I got a note on the Chihuahua thing. So those dogs, I mean, they're not, I don't find them cute. To each their own.
Yeah.
But
Really?
they're sissies because mine died. And because it died,
She
it had a
killed it.
heart attack. Just had a heart attack because my mom and my sister were fighting, and the dog was really shaky and really nervous. And after so many,
Very nervous.
yeah, and I went to do the laundry, and it was dead in the laundry basket with all the clothes.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I heard they're very nervous dogs. That's why they're so aggressive. They're like in fear of their, trust me, if you weighed a pound, if you weighed 3 pounds, you'd be in fear of your life all the time. That's why they get such an attitude. And big dogs are afraid of them. It shows you in life. If you just take on big shit, it backs off. But I'm serious. I bet that's legit. It got a heart attack because of the fighting.
Yeah, he did.
They should be
Always
they should be
shaking.
liable. I'm calling PETA.
Well, it was years ago. It was a long time ago. They didn't think it
I
was my
know.
fault. And he died in the laundry basket on top of clothes, so he went out peacefully. It
Oh,
was a clean kill.
he was daddy Fred.
Did you say it was a clean kill?
If you don't write that down, I will. That is the best joke ever, Lindsay. It's a clean
How
kill.
dare you?
Wow, dude.
No, you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I don't even know how to feel about
It's a clean kill on the top of the laundry
Dogs on
basket.
social media.
I used it to wipe my balls by accident before I realized. Sorry, you got to cut that out.
Wow. Yeah,
You
I
just
don't
say
even.
stuff so Ace will cut it out. Big old holes in this show.
So I want to thank my guests today, Melissa Greenberg, Laniea Dominguez, Paul Ogata, and Eddie Jarvis. My name is Ace Guillen, and this has been Cover Stories.